those generally are not very strong just because the dynamics aren't as, we'll call it explosive as they are as you get over land. But pretty wild stuff either way. All right, let's go outside and see what's happening across country. A lot of folks are going to be traveling. A lot of the kids either coming into town or if you're headed out of town, here's what we've got. Fairly quiet weather forecast with the exception of the northwest across the rest of the country. And in fact, anywhere from the Central Plains where we've got high pressure in control. You've also got some light scattered showers moving through the Great Lakes and the Ohio Valley. And then what was trying to develop as a nor'easter offshore, that's kind of getting sheared apart. The good news is it doesn't look like that is going to reform into any major storm system. But off to the northwest here, this is where most of the activity is and likely going to stay over the next couple of days. Heavy rain now pushing up into the Cascades. We're starting to see a very thin line of breaks within the clouds. That's good, but to the south of us here, that's where a lot of these showers are what we call back building or sort of regenerating as they continue to tap into some subtropical moisture. And so I am expecting to still see some heavy rain at times as we go overnight tonight. We'll taper that off some. There'll be more waves coming through on Tuesday, and we'll have to watch for the flood concerns. Flood watches out for the entire Willamette Valley. They go through about 11 o'clock tonight. Would not shock me to see them extend those in towards our Tuesday forecast. Good snow starting to pile up into the Central Cascades as well. Temperatures have been holding in the mid to low 50s. Those will slowly back off tonight. Check out some of these rain totals. This is 24-hour totals. 3.5 inches in Astoria, almost 4 up to Seaside. Our central coast here, about 1.5 inches in Florence and Newport. Portland picked up 2. So did Corvallis. And here in Eugene, we picked up about 1 inch. That's so far today. We'll be adding to that as we go overnight tonight. 60s and 50s across the region, so very mild air out ahead of the front as it came through earlier today. And here's what we've got. Big area of low pressure generating little smaller pockets, or what we call little mini lows that are all firing through this as well. Lots of cold, unstable air that is going to continue to slide across the northwest over the next 2 to 3 days. In fact, this low will sit out there through about Wednesday's forecast and eventually lift northward, and that should slowly start to back the rain off for us just in time for Thanksgiving. So as we go towards tomorrow, here's what we've got. A chance for a break in the rain by late afternoon. We'll see more heavier showers come through overnight into Wednesday. That's when the colder air will start to move in too, so we could be picking up some decent 2 to 4, maybe 5 inches of snow up in the mountains. Big travel day Wednesday too, so keep that in mind if you're headed over. Now the coast, likely going to be breezy, not as windy tomorrow, but we have closures up at 101 outside of Seaside for high water. Also we're going to be watching the tides as that'll push some of that water back in as we go overnight tonight, and then again high tide in the morning. So what we're looking at for the most part is a dry Thanksgiving day along the coast, but there's more rain coming by Friday evening and Saturday. In the Umpqua tomorrow, rain in the morning, scattered showers by the afternoon. Temperatures there in the mid-50s for the next couple of days. Cascades, rain change into snow as we head in towards the next few days there as well. Breezy, scattered showers in Bend and Redmond. A mix of precipitation on Wednesday. And then finally here in the valley, we'll see things kind of taper off Wednesday night into Thursday.
All right, thanks, Justin.
You got it.
Clowns are supposed to make people smile, right? I think I actually jumped ahead of myself.